South Esseser. The vast majestic savanna gently molds the texture of nature. All the way from the peaks and down to the valleys. Enriches the thrilling sensation of trekking in the wild, through forest and steep cliff towards the Nagekeo waterfall. From this water spring and others around it, flow streams of clear water which holds a big part in helping tradition to sustain. This is a come-of-age ritual for boys, to become men. The sanctification in the valley's river is the first phase of this series of ritual. It is a verification or acknowledgement by custom, that a man is ready to customarily speak and can be said, is a night for the community. This symbol of knighthood is proven during hunts in the forest. Huntings are done before the planting season, to search for food and eliminate pests for the coming planting season. People of South Esseser live communally in authentic traditional villages, with local wisdom preserved amongst and inside traditional architecture. They reside humbly and harmoniously. Children create their own creative games and play together cheerfully. A simple kind of happiness. Until a certain age comes along, and the girls must go through a customary come-of-age ceremony, performed by getting their teeth chiseled with a rock. All the other tools are also very traditional. Introducing Echu, the traditional boxing of Nagekeo. Using kepo, traditional boxing gloves, made of thatch, and accompanied by traditional music, singing and dancing. Echu is held at the center of the village. People from various villages gather annually to watch and celebrate the festivities of Echu. The blood spilled symbolizes fertility. Nagekeo is home to a majestic active volcano, Mount Abulobo. During the last eruption, massive amount of black rocks were formed on the slope of the mountain, and defined its vast 3 kilometers landscape. Hundreds of years ago, this place was known as the hiding place of Epigogo, the hobbit living on the base of Abulobo mountain. This story remains a legend until now. This was the traditional village of Rua tribe. The ruins of old torn houses are seen amongst a landscape of well-arranged rocks. It is believed that the symbol of unity, or Pio, of the Rua tribe, was once a type of yam called koto, which suddenly transformed into stone, hence named Pia Koto. Only to be seen, not to be touched. Apart from mystic and magic, Nagekeo holds many tales of traditions well kept on every traditional ceremonies. Moki is an essential drink, a local spirit made of tapped sugar palm water, cooked with wood fire and distilled. Just like our ancestors before. We do not forget. We remember our roots. We remember where we came from. We remember who saved us. We remember who fight for us. We thanks our ancestors before to fight the invaders, and we must continue their fight. Our ancestors has led us the ways of survival by gathering food from the bluest of blue, gaining the richness of the world. Craftsmanship has been passed down from generation to generation, achieving the ability to glide through the calm and rough waves, to collect nature's plentiful bounty. Nature is wealthy in many ways, for it has many surprises for us who are willing to go the distance. Bright white sand, stone beaches, and clear calm water are waiting for the wandering souls. The old and long relationship of our ancestor and nature goes further with the provision of domesticated cattle and herds. Furthermore, we keep strengthening our mutual bond to the generous nature surrounding us. Our land holds their role by providing endless production of salt. And in return we process the salt attentively and use our ancestors' way of packing. Seeping slowly through the cracks of the valleys in South Nagekeo, heard from a distance, is the unique sounds of traditional music, echoing from the savannah to the forest. That is our traditional music. Humbly greeted by the blowing sea and mountain winds, and also by the unique dance of southern Nagekeo's coastal area, complete with smiles and hospitality. Welcome to this small haven, the gate of Nagekeo. Communal areas in the middle of the village enacts as the meeting point for all of the people. Rows of villages line up by the side of the coast, with fishermen's boats stocked on the beach. Farming and fishing became the main source of livelihood of the majority. Along the sand and stones of the South Beach, coconut trees sway, receiving everyone who comes. The crashing waves roar rhythmically, playing along with the children on the beach. This white-stoned beach is Tongo, the resting land of fishermen coming home from the sea. While the men go to the sea, the women weave fabrics at home. The weavings of the south coast have a unique pattern. The rhythmic pounding sounds of the weaving machines are heard all day long. Behind every thread weaved tightly together lies a smile, and also a deep passion of keeping the tradition alive. Moving along to the mountains, where women have their own way of keeping traditions, taking enough pandan and amongst rainforest-covered hills, on the fertile slope, of Ibulobo Mountain lives a lush district with the name of Mapongo, where green is the dominant color, and once in a while yellowing beads decorate and ignite the festivities in the land. Those priceless beads symbolizes the hard work of the farmers, from the moment when attentive and disciplined hands planted the paddy, until the moments when they harmoniously work in mutual cooperation alternately. These dense green sceneries are then bordered by the stunning coastline of Ana Beach, which is humbled with life from the deep blue. This coastline acts as a gateway for fishermen to depart each morning to gather nature's bounty amongst the waves and ripples. Using traditional boats and traditional fishing techniques, they are maintaining the sustainability and balance of the ecosystem. They also apply a concept of taking sufficiently from nature to survive. In the valleys of green hills, communal living is still embedded and visible in the centrical village layout. This form represents the lifestyle of the people, which is based on mutual cooperation, acceptance, openness and sharing. A welcoming smile is tucked in every corner of the village. Various produce are plentiful throughout time. Each year, people of these slopes rely on cloves as the main commodity. The cloves are harvested using traditional methods, by climbing the trees with bamboo ladders. And then, the cloves are sun-dried during warm mornings, in the middle of the village. Other commodities with great longevity also the glorious creation of the Almighty. Spanning from mountains, valleys, to the sea. Such a picturesque painting of nature. Layers of mountains providing springs of water, nourishing the land. Melodious singing of the forest is just one of the many reasons to preserve it. The life of the people begins here, a place inherited from their ancestors with an abundance of cultural artifacts, as symbols of unity and tradition. Living peacefully with simplicity, honesty, happiness and contentment. Trained by nature, producing extraordinary creativity. In the mountains people farm. On the coasts people fish, sufficiently taking the bounty of nature. Using traditional ways, maintaining nature's sustainability. To admire from such intimate distance, to taste the sense of adventure by immersing yourself in the serene land, the humble valleys, and the challenging yet rewarding majestic Kyotenga Mountains, one of the best trekking routes to the villages upon the hills. Guests are greeted by traditional welcoming dances, songs and proses serenaded together along with joyful dancing, shrouded by traditional Kyotenga garments made by the weaving of the village women. Under a canopy of stars, surrounded by music played joyfully, Dandak dance is performed as a form of thanksgiving of the bountiful harvest. A one-of-a-kind rhythm, with the poundings of their feet, in harmony with the music is followed with the swaying of their arms. Traditional houses lined to form a circular arrangement, with the center of the village becoming the social gathering point.